Hi everybody, and welcome back to a new Shearer Smokes episode in the new year of 2022. As I say, it's a new episode. I've got a new hat, and I've got some new tobacco, but more of that in a minute. And I'm here in Culross, just outside Kincardine, which is next to Falkirk, in the next county to where I stay. And we're here at the Biscuit Cafe, one of our favourite little haunts. I'm here with my good pal Marky Cummings, who's on the camera just now for me. And we're going to have a little wander through the town, and we're going up to a little location which was used in the series Outlander, so that should be of some interest. So hopefully you'll join us along for that one. So, as I said in the introduction, we are here in Culross, which is a 16th century village. And you can just hear the church bells going in the background. It's just nice timing. Now, the Gaelic name meaning of Culross is Holy Point. And you may remember in previous episodes where Mark and I have come and visited Culross Abbey. And we're actually going to visit there later in this episode to have a cigar together, so hopefully you'll join us for that. But we've stopped here, just in the centre of the village, here at the Market Cross. Now, this was actually used as a location in one of the episodes of Outlander, and this was quite an important part of village life. And trials were held in the townhouse, which is in the main high street of the village. And back in the day, they would have had, as well as this cross, there would have been the village stocks, and various criminals would have been trialled in the townhouse, held there, and then brought out here for punishment. And there was two types of punishment. First of all, they were branded with an S-shaped key, which belonged to the courtroom. So they were branded with an S-shaped key, S, of course, standing for sinner. And more gruesome, they would have their ears nailed to the stocks, and left, of course, open to ridicule by the other villagers. So, yeah, tough times. I'll put a picture in at the top of this, just to show you the unicorn on top of the Meerkat Cross. It's, of course, the mythical animal, which is the national emblem of Scotland. And we're going to head off now to another location known as the Black Kirk. Hi, so we finally made it to West Kirk, Culross, or as it was known in the Outlander series, the Black Kirk. And actually, the Black Kirk is quite a good name for where we are, as Culross had quite a morbid history, as it was quite a hotbed for the witch trials that were quite prevalent in the 16th century in Scotland at the time. And quite a few witches were held and tried in Culross, and then taken away as far as Perth and Edinburgh, and hanged, or sometimes burned. There's actually one witch which is buried, and the only witch known to be buried, just further up the coast. I'm going to try and visit that place at some point, but she's the only known witch to have been buried, as she actually died in prison before she could be executed herself. And supposedly there's a solid slab of stone on top of her grave, which was there to stop her rising again. So yeah, so this is the actual location for one of the scenes that were shot here, and I'm going to pop in a picture just to give you an idea of what it looked like. So we fast forward back to 2022, and what am I smoking today? Well, first of all, I've gone with my trusty Peterson. It's the System Standard 314. This was the one I picked up when I was down in London. Very comfortable to smoke. Nice shading on the bowl as well. And in the bowl, another first for me, and I've gone for the Charlton Black Flake. And yeah, smoking really nicely. Some nice flake there. And I did the sort of palm rolled method. I've yet to try the actual folding and stuffing the bowl. Maybe if you've tried that yourself, you could let me know how that goes. But it did crumble down really nicely and filled the bowl lovely. And there was that on opening the tin. It's quite strange because it's actually a round tin, obviously, but when you open it, it's actually in a square box inside the tin. But once that box is opened, then right away you're hit with that kind of fruity raisin plum smell, which is really appealing to me. And that kind of fruitiness of the flavour comes through right from the very first smoke. And yeah, it lit really well. I've kept puffing on this on the walk from the beginning of the video, and yeah, a couple of relights as we've stopped along the way, but yeah, generally it's smoking really, really well. So as always, some interesting headstones to be found around this churchyard. This was the original church for the parish of Culross, and then obviously as the parish grew, they outgrew this church and then moved over to the abbey. But yeah, you definitely get a sense of history when you walk through these places. So we're going to have a wander around, and then Mark and I are going to head back down to the abbey, and we're going to have our final resting spot at what would have been the monks' refectory, which is as good a place as any. And we're going to sit there, have a chat, and enjoy a cigar. So please join us for that. Well, everybody, we made it safe and sound back to Culross Abbey, and we're here in what is actually the remains of the monks' refectory, which then led into the main dining hall. So, a good as place as any to have a wee rest after exertations leading up to the old Black Kirk, which was a great find, by the way. Really enjoyed that trip. We've been coming to Culross for for as long as we've known each other, which has been a good coming 4 years now since we used to work together. And yeah, this is one of our favourite spots to come out, catch up, nice chat, wee cigar, and yeah, just take stock of the world. So Marky boy, what is it you like about Culross? What keeps bringing us back, do you think?
Just the beauty of the place, just just the historical, the whole area is just steeped in history, and the places that all the different parts of Culross that we've been to, it's just been a kind of special place in our heart. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I think Mark's got it spot on there. We've been lucky enough to come here in all different seasons, rain, hail, snow, And today, even, I mean, it's the 5th of January today, and the sun has just came out in the sky, and it's actually quite warm. There's a bit of heat coming in to the old refectory, so it's it's a good spot for a final break. But this has been a good first day back filming in the new year, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Cigar wise, Marky Boy's on the Drew Estate Acid Blonde, one of his favourites for a quick puff, as Mark's going to have to head off home soon. I myself have got the Archetype Crystals. This was actually in my Secret Santa from the Ashhole Cigar Club UK branch. So whoever's involved in that, thank you very much. It's spoken really well. Very tasty cigar. It's made in the it comes from Ventura Cigars, and it's made in Nicaragua. And I believe it's made in the Olivia factory. It's Cuban seed binder, and everything else is Nicaraguan. So a very tasty cigar, very earthy, slightly peppery, with a slight hint of sweetness. So going well with my hot chocolate. So as I said, that's been the first episode of the new year from Shearer Smokes, and I hope you've all enjoyed, and hopefully you'll join me again on my travels. And until that time, as always, my name's Shearer. Enjoy your smokes. It's been a good day.
Oh yes.